Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is John and I talk about lots of different topics in clear, natural English. Turn on the subtitles, look at the keywords in the description, and today we're talking about challenges and we're starting right now.
Okay, next question. True or false?
So a 30-day challenge is exactly how it sounds. You challenge yourself to do something every day for a month or for 30 days. These can be great for building a new habit that you may or may not want to continue after the 30 days. Or instead of a new habit, it might just be something that you want to try for fun. Try something new. It could be something that you want to try by yourself, which is great if it's something very personal to you. Or it could be something that you want to try with a friend, which would be great because you can hold each other accountable to make sure that you keep going all the way till the end. Holding someone accountable means that you're sharing the responsibility with each other. There are lots of other channels out there with great examples, but just to give a short overview of the kind of things you could try if you want to do a challenge yourself. Most examples include doing some kind of new habit for 20, 30, even 40 minutes or more per day, reading more, doing yoga, practicing an instrument, studying more, getting better at drawing or sketching. It really could be anything productive. The other kind of category is focused on giving something up or quitting something, whether it's sugar, caffeine, fatty foods, using your phone at night. Again, there's lots of ideas you could try. If you're looking to achieve a goal, I recommend that your challenge is not something very general or vague. Like, for example, I want to be healthier for 30 days. If you set that as your goal, then it's quite hard to measure whether you've done it each day or not. Have I been healthy today? That could mean so many different things. Another example could be, I want to be nicer to other people. That's a great idea, but just from saying that, it's quite hard to measure how you're going to do that each day. You could say, I want to give 3 people a compliment each day, say something nice about them. That's great because you can measure that, you can check that you've done it each day. So yeah, my advice would be try and be very specific with your challenge, what you're trying to do. If your challenge is just for fun, maybe it's watching more movies, discovering new music, then again, I would say be specific. Have a list of movies that you want to watch instead of just I want to watch more. You're far more likely to stick to the challenge if you can actually see what you're doing each day. It's also satisfying crossing stuff out. Yep, that one's done, that one's done. It's going to motivate you and keep you going for the whole month. Okay, since this is a listening channel, it's time to time out and check your listening. First question, can a challenge be to stop doing something? Yes, it could. I talked about giving up sugar, caffeine, things like that. Second question, why is it a good idea to do a challenge with a friend? There could be lots of reasons, but I said that you can hold each other accountable. Are you still going? Yeah, I'm still going. Are you still going? Good, good, good. Like that. And third question, this might be difficult. Why did I say that a general challenge, not specific? Why is that perhaps not a good idea? I can put my hands down. Because it's going to be harder to measure and say whether you've done it each day or not. Okay, so now I'd like to talk about some challenges that I've personally tried and that I recommend that you try. Firstly, and I can't remember where I got the idea to do this, but trying a food that you don't like, the same food, every day for a month. Perhaps you're thinking, why would I want to do that? And maybe you don't, that's fine. But there's a very healthy food here in Japan called natto. It's like a fermented bean. It smells really bad, but it's really good for your body. And a lot of people eat it over here. I really wanted to get used to eating it. So I had it every day. The first few days, I wanted to throw up. But very quickly, I was able to eat it. I didn't enjoy it, but kind of got used to it. Like, okay, this is fine. And at the end of the challenge, I felt the same. But then a couple of weeks later, I found myself craving natto. I wanted to have it. And now I love it. So yeah, it was a success. It worked. Another challenge I loved was drinking lots of water every day. I kept a huge bottle, and it made me more conscious of how much I drink throughout the day. So I felt like there were a lot of benefits to that. But the challenge I enjoyed the most was listening to a new album every day. I discovered so many new artists, and most of it was thanks to my friends who were giving their recommendations to me. I loved it because they were also very happy to share their favorite music with me. That challenge was so much fun, and I still enjoy those artists that I discovered even today. It might not be a challenge so much, but it's definitely fun, and I really recommend that one. Another one I have to mention is doing 10 minutes of exercise or stretching every morning, because I still do that today. I've been doing that for nearly 6 months now. So that's a great example of how 1 month is enough time to realize whether you want to keep doing something or not. And a lot of them I stopped after 1 month, but this one I kept going. So I'm very happy that I gave it a try. If you exercise regularly, you probably don't need to even try with that one, but I was doing nothing before then. So for me, it was beneficial. Lastly, some tips, and this goes for any challenge that you decide to do. Firstly, if your challenge is something that's easy to forget, then set an alarm each day, or you can download a habit tracking app, and each day when you do it, you can just check that you've done it. It would be a shame to fail the challenge just because of being forgetful rather than not trying. Second tip, go easy on yourself. If you skip a day or two, you don't have to quit just because of that. Find a way to make it up to yourself. Okay, I missed one day, life gets in the way, things come up. If you were practicing something for 20 minutes a day, just do an extra 20 minutes the next day. Be flexible with yourself. And third tip, the most fun, have some kind of reward in place for when you finish, especially if it's a good habit that you're trying to build. Okay, questions 4, 5, and 6, here we go. Question 4, when I tried the food eating challenge, was it effective? Yes, it was, but only after the 30 days. Question 5, what should you do if you skip or forget a day? Don't stop. Either find a way to make up for the day or just forget about it. And last question, which challenge did I personally enjoy the most? It was the listening to a new album everyday challenge. I hope you did great with your listening today. If you didn't do quite as well as you hoped, please look at the keywords and phrases down in the description. They are timestamped. Click on them and watch them again. That's it for today. Please show some love if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.